Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. The title of this lesson will be The Wounds and Healing of Yasharahla. All right, and we're going to start off with the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 12, and it reads, For thus saith Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. And as we know, according to the scriptures, this bruise, this wound, is referring to the curses that have been put on us because of our transgressions, right, against the Most High, right? It even speaks about it in the book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 2. It says, Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. And then here you got the Most High comparing Israel unto two stubborn animals, right? The ox and the ass. Two stubborn animals that always need to be, directed. Same as Israel. They always got to be led. They always got to be directed, right? To know where the right path is. But the difference is that the oxen and the ox and the ass know who's feeding them. Israel don't consider, man. They neglect the Lord. Jake gets comfortable, they get fed right, as the scripture says, Yasharahla waxed fat and kicked. Yasharahla referring to Israel. Jake gets comfortable, and what does Jake do? Start going off. Start thinking they don't need the Most High. Start thinking that that everything that they got is through their own effort. Thinking they got everything on their own by themselves, self-made, this type of shit. Giving no credit to the Most High. Right? But it says in verse 4, Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Right, pretty much. I hear the Most High telling Israel, hey, the more I hit, the more I punish you, the more you wax worse, the more you go off. And you see that amongst Jake now, man. Jake has went through so much hell because of the curses, because of our transgressions. And Jake is in his worst state. In his worst state ever. Right? I think there's a scripture, I was trying to think about it right now, that goes along the lines of you have done worse than your fathers, roughly paraphrasing. So Jake in this generation is worse than any generation in the past. Right? And we're in the worst captivity that we've ever been in. And instead of Jake getting right with the Lord, considering what they've done and how to get back in good graces, in that good estate with the Most High, no. What do? They double down on the wickedness. They wax even worse. And this is exactly what the Most High is saying, right? But verse 6, it says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises. Again, going back to those wounds and bruises, man, those curses, and then having no soundness. Let me get that word for soundness real quick. Soundness. Let's see. I think the word is, I forget what that is. Matham, maybe. But it says soundness, entirety, sound. Strong's definitions, it says wholesomeness. Also completely. Soundness. But that's it, wholesomeness, Jake is all out of whack, man. Jake is all distorted. Got no soundness in him, man. And you see with the lifestyle that they live in, is not conducive to life. It's not conducive to a wholesome lifestyle, right? The fruit that's being produced through this lifestyle that Jake is subscribing to is nothing but death, degeneracy, wickedness, right? And through generation to generation, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This is why the Most High is gonna, again, bring the end, right? He's gonna close this book up, trying to wrap up the movie, so to speak, right? But it says, continuing on in verse 6, it says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Again, going back to Jeremiah 30 and verse 13, I'm going to read it again. It says, there is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines, right? Because Jake has been trying to find a way out for so long, right? Through the whole, you had in the, 50s, 60s, 70s, you had the whole revolution, Black Panthers and all them, the Brown Berets, the Young Lords, the AIM movement, right? Which is a Gadite movement. This whole revolutionary, what's it called? I forgot the term for it. Pretty much just Jake, speaking out about their oppression that they're suffering, that they're going through here in America, right? But pretty much Jake is trying everything under the sun. Jake has tried everything to try to find a way out, to try to find a way to quote unquote make it, right? Not knowing that the only healing is going to come from the Most